Hi everyone, welcome back to Asians Do Football, episode 7 of the review. We're going to be talking about Wolves, who had a great season. They finished 7th, same points as Spurs actually. They only had a 3-goal difference, and they made the quarterfinals as well of the Europa League. Unfortunately, getting knocked out by Sevilla. Personally, I think that Jota had a great season. Of course, Jimenez, and Traoré as well has been such a revelation this season. He's improved so much from last season. We're going to be talking about all these players throughout the video. But yeah, Sameer, what do you think, man?
I think, like you said, you just read out how they did in the competitions. I think they did really, really well. I think towards the end of the season, like like we mentioned in our Leicester video, I think they came to a bit of a hole and they falling a bit down,
Yeah,
and they weren't able to maintain it. I was expecting a big surprise, not a big surprise, but I was expecting them to step up against Chelsea in the last day.
yeah,
But yeah, they lost 2-0 with Chelsea getting a clean sheet as well. And I was quite surprised with that. Just looking at their general play, how Nunez gets them ticking, it's quite a slow build up. And I've seen accusations on social media that they're quite boring.
mm-hmm.
And it was interesting because when I read these comments, I actually went to say, okay, I never perceived Wolves as being boring. Let me go and watch them. And I don't think they're boring, but I can see where people are coming from. I think
Yeah.
their build up can be very slow. Without Traoré in the team, sometimes they sometimes run out of ideas, and Traoré brings that excitement when he comes on. If he's not starting, obviously, and they try and build up through Jimenez, and Jimenez wins a knockdown, and then Jota gets involved, and Ruben Neves gets involved, that kind of stuff. So I can see where that tag comes from, but it's working, isn't it? It's like it's a very well-oiled machine Nunez has got
Yeah.
there,
But that's the
and
thing, isn't it?
all
Like, if people are comparing it to like the Cities and the Liverpools who play on a fast
exactly.
break, who dominate the ball and just find the passing lanes and like that deadly through ball, it's different, isn't it? Like, but the thing is, like, if
Yeah,
you ask Wolves fans, they're winning games. They had a great season.
yeah,
Are they
exactly.
going to be? Do they care? It's like Simeone at Atletico. They don't play the most exciting thing, but it's such a
Yeah, exactly.
strong, well-oiled team, as you said. So I don't know if Wolf fans aren't complaining about it, then why should other
Yeah,
fans?
exactly. It's like you said, like everyone knows their job and they do their job well. So what is the issue? They're winning games.
Yeah,
They finished well
exactly.
in the season. So I can see where it comes from, but they're efficient. But the thing is, you look at it, they do turn it on, and that they do get that goal. That goal is a beautiful goal. It's good
Yeah,
work up play. Visually looks good. You can follow. You can see visually what they've done to make that goal happen, like who's running to what space and that kind of stuff. So
yeah.
they work. It seems like Nunez. Obviously, I'm not at the training ground, but I assume they work really hard on these kind of
Wait, wait,
things.
wait, wait.
As
Who's Nunes?
Nuno, my bad. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a
Oh,
reputation of names. You
horrible!
know this.
Wow.
Can you allow me? I'm just excited about Wolves. On Nuno though, Julian, that's a really good segue for me actually because I was going to bring this up. Did I
Hmm.
not say to you? For those who don't know, me and Julian are Arsenal supporters. I wanted Nunes. I said it again. Nuno instead of Arteta, didn't I? Remember I told you that.
Honestly, like when Emery got sacked, I didn't know who to bring in. I was just like, please just bring in someone that's not a yes man. But I digress. Let's stick to Wolves. But yeah, Nuno would have been a fantastic option. He's shown like since bringing Wolves up from the Championship how he's kicked on
Exactly.
and he's done very well. Especially taking them to the quarterfinals as well. Only
I think
narrowly missing out to like a really late goal to Sevilla. So
I think. Do you know what it is? What I like about him, I think he has a clear plan,
yeah.
and also he knows what he wants from his players, and he knows what function he wants them to do, and he also knows what players to buy to fit that system, and he does that really well because everyone that's come in, maybe about one or two players here, they've just slotted in and they know their job,
Yeah.
and he's like a bit like how Klopp does it. He slowly beds them in rather than like, all right, we bought you for 20 million, we're gonna chuck you in and you do your thing. I think
Mm.
Podence is a good example of that. So he came in and Jota wasn't having the best of the season, so you just assumed he would come in, but he didn't. He just spent Nuno. Nuno just trying to make sure he knows how Wolves play first of all. And towards the end of this season, just gone, I think he became a bit more involved, and you could see why they signed him, all that kind of
I
stuff.
think that's just great overall management from him,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's weird that you don't get a lot of goalkeeping are goalkeepers that turn managers.
Yeah, and exactly.
It's crazy, right? And fun fact, yeah. Did you know he was in the 2004 Champions League winning Porto squad?
Did not know. Right.
I didn't know
All
that
right.
when I did my research. That's how I found out. But yeah, he was on the bench for Porto, which is like, he's a Champions League winner as well, so he knows about winning, right? And he's doing a great job with Wolves. I think they're gonna challenge again for the top four, definitely top six next season. Yeah,
On
so
on that point about him being ex-keeper, I think it's quite surprised that more ex-keepers are not part of management staffing. Obviously, they have goalkeeping coaches and stuff, and a lot of keepers become goalkeeping coaches. But I'm talking about being managers, assistant managers, because a majority of the game,
it's
unless
played
you're
in front
working
of
for a
them.
team that's they're played in front of you. You can see what's happening. You can see the movement. You can see what players are doing.
Yeah.
In that time when your team's not under the cosh, you can analyze it a little bit more. So yeah, that's
I don't know,
something
man. Some people, some goalkeepers might think like, goalkeeping is what I've done all my career. I'll just
yeah.
coach goalkeepers, but obviously he was taught by one of the best. He was coached by one of the best in Jose Mourinho. So, he had a crack at it and he's doing a great job so far. So, yeah, kudos to him.
Some highlights for Wolves again. Jimenez, amazing striker. Hold it up, 2-footed, can dribble a little bit. Hasn't got the best pace, but he doesn't need it. He just makes he's a nuisance. He always scores. Do you know what? He just I know I'm going to bring FPL again into it, and if you haven't watched our video on FPL prior place, please go and watch that. But he just a steady Eddie is what I like to call it. He just consistent. He won't give you the hat tricks and the 2 goals in this, but he just gets his goal, maybe gets an assist, and that's normally enough for him because they're so good defensively as well. Like they're so strong.
Talking about goals and assists for him, he had 27 goals, 10 assists last season.
Like what numbers?
17 goals. Yeah, 17 goals in the league.
Really good.
Mr. Reliable.
He's a really good striker. There's been rumours about him, not him wanting away, but clubs being interested in Man United was touted at one point, Juventus at one point as well. And the Juventus are in for a market in the market for a striker as well. But yeah, he's a great striker and it works so well for that system. And I hope for Wolves' sake they can keep hold of him because I think he's a lot of what they do well. Julian, did you see the tweets and the pictures on social media about Adama Traoré and his arms getting oiled up? Did you see that?
I mean, that's amazing, man. Because when I first saw it, I was like, "What's happening here? Like this, what is going on? Are they just like trying to make him look better? And his arms like super like buff or something?" But it just shows like how much people hold on to him. That's how quick he is. And majority of the time, he gets away from the people. So, talking about Traoré as well, like he's had such a great season. Like last year, he showed glimpses, but this year has been so much more consistent. Probably Nuno did have a word with him, and he's just like he's been improved so much this season.
I think it's the final product stuff again, isn't it? I think he got the positions and just the final product wasn't there, unfortunately. But I think he's improving on that, and like the asset he brings. How exciting is he to watch? Like you just know he's going to dribble past anyone, and it's just exciting to see. Like there's another social media thing going around of commentary. I don't know what country the commentary is from, but Traoré is running and he's making some like cartoon noises.
Vroom, vroom, vroom. Yeah, that was so funny. But he's so.
That's what he is. That's Traoré. He's so quick and
that's
strong.
his game, isn't it? That's his game. Just kick it. And honestly, like he's like a buffed up Theo Walcott, but hopefully he's still young. Hopefully he can kick on next season as well. And get the numbers higher and higher in terms of goals and assists.
Exactly. Julian, I'm trying to think now off the top of my head what kind of stuff they need. I'm just thinking about it. Look at the defense. First of all, they have a great defense and very strong.
Yeah.
And when I alluded to Jimenez needing to score 1 goal, it's testament to their defense because their defense can hold on to that 1 goal lead quite comfortably, it seems. I think they missed Bolly when he was out a little bit out of the season, and that showed how much of an impact he has. And on that fact, I think they need to buy another backup centre back. We have to be someone that's happy to sit on the bench, unfortunately for them. But someone that if the Cody and the Bolly do get injured, then they have someone in the background that can step up and they don't suffer as much from that.
Saying saying that, I
Go for
think
it.
Sace had a great season.
Yes, really good
He had
season.
such a good season playing the left-hand side of the three centre backs.
Yeah,
Had a great season. Supported the defense, supported the attack as well.
yeah.
He was a great FF choice, by the way. Just putting it out there.
Now you are.
And Doherty as well. I think.
Yeah, wow.
You
Great
know,
player.
he even had 7 goals and 5 assists. You know, it's not all about the statistics, but from getting 7 goals from
All
right
right,
back,
wing back. Yeah,
yeah, it's a testament to
great
him
production.
how Nuno gives him the freedom to support the attack as well and everything like that. Connor Cody, as you mentioned, he's a warrior, isn't he? He's so
Yeah,
good.
it's like another captain as I keep
Yeah.
like to mention. Doherty, because it's interesting because when Traoré does play, you would think Doherty's output goes down because Traoré is running all over the shop in a good way, obviously.
Yeah.
That does give Doherty the license to do, and it's a testament to Tom Doherty as well because Traoré, because he's running and so much production up there, Doherty's left
Hmm.
alone a lot of the time, and for him to hold it down is a really good testament there. I do think they need some backups though, Julian. I don't know. I think they need. think they need a right wing back and left wing, someone that can play both positions. I think they'll cover it because Johnny, he's out for 6 months now. He done his
Oh
ACL
damn.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they'll need some. They'll need some backups for that because Vinagre can obviously come in a left wing back, but if Vinagre or Doherty get injured, there might be a bit of trouble there.
Yeah.
So I think they took that. I know we've been singing him as praises and rightly so. But I do think they need a backup up there as well.
Yeah. They've got
Someone to help.
they bought the young right back Luke Matheson, I think is how you say his name, from
Okay.
Rochdale. I believe he scored in one of the cup games against United at
Okay.
Old Trafford, and everyone was like got gassed about him, like, oh, he's scoring against Man United at Old Trafford. So yeah, Wolves got him. He was loaned back to I think it is Rochdale. So whether he's gonna be part of the squad next season, he's still very young. I think he's not even 18 yet. Is something we can wait and see. Another area is probably they have a few options that can play up front, but they don't have another out and out striker. I don't think they've been linked with.
No.
They've been linked with Paulinho from Braga. He's 27 years old, Portuguese, which they like, and he had obviously, and he had 17 goals, league goals as well for Braga. So he's had a great season. It's just rumors at the moment. We don't know exactly how strong those rumors are, but I'm sure Nuno will, after he has his break, he's gonna start working on the transfer window. But yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting times for Wolves as well.
Julian, they're linked with McNeil as well. It was linked to Leicester as well.
Yeah,
They play with wingers, and as we said, I think we'll both agree that Wolves is a bit more structured than Leicester in terms of what they want the players to do. There's not crazy amounts
yeah,
of freedom in the Wolves team as much as there is in Leicester. And McNeil's used to playing with Burnley, who have big structure, very structured in the way they play. So that could work well as well. But there's a lot of teams chasing McNeil, so it'll be difficult. But that'll be great signing if that was to happen, for example.
yeah. Well, we'll see, isn't
Yeah.
it? We'll see. We'll see. What they do in the window. Any people leave, any players leaving. I'm sure they'll bring in a few players as well, or try to at the very least. But yeah, that wraps up the video. If you guys liked it, please like it, subscribe, and please click the notification bell because we're going to be uploading more videos very soon. But until next time, take care.